fireborn. More fire. More fire. More fire.
Yes, cunt lords and motherfuckers, this is Sam Spanner from United Forever Podcasts, and I'm with my legendary cousin.
Adam Shagham, you right?
Yes, mate. There was a slight delay. I wonder why. I think we were trying to brace ourselves for the bass from your voice, mate. How's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. And you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Good. Are you over your migraine? Because we had to postpone various times in the week, and
Yes.
you were under the weather, mate. You feeling any,
Yes.
You feeling any better?
Yeah, no, my migraine's gone.
Good shit. So,
I had a severe case of pink eye, but that was not hay fever related. That was just bloodshot. So I went to the opticians and had my eyes checked out. But other than that, yeah, no, all good.
mate, sorry, I'm butting in. Are you just checking your balls or something? I can hear some random zip.
Oh, I've scratched my eye.
Is that your dad in the background?
The one and only.
the one and only Lummox. Is he giving himself a belly button scratch
No.
with his imaginary guitar, drumming away on the belly button fluff?
The belly button or
Navel
belly,
fluff.
your decision.
Oh dear. So basically, someone's been fighting on the. What the hell was that? Sound like a bell in a fucking hotel, mate. Basil Fawlty.
Oh dear.
Shit, no, I was asking you. So someone been farting on the pillow, not the pillows, on the towels in the bathroom, and you've been rubbing your eye with it.
Potential fecal matter, but who knows?
Oh dear. Oh fuck me. So this episode is called "Slippery as Steve." So we know that buddy Slippery Steve was famous for fucking up their potential title win for Liverpool
Yep.
because he just slipped over like some dog shit on the pitch or something. And anyway, we slipped up, didn't we, yesterday?
Yes.
Which was quite embarrassing. But you gotta have a laugh, you know. But
Exactly.
I was gonna say, right, something that we've not been updated with recently is how is your foot?
Yeah, there's nothing to report. The foot is good. No gangrenous holes or anything, so we're all good.
So you haven't used a Stanley knife to sort of slice away the old
Yeah, I haven't had to
rotten
get
parts.
a craft knife. No, I haven't had to get a craft knife on it.
Oh fucking hell! Kraft cheese triangles.
That's it, Parmesan.
Oh mate, I remember. Oh mate, John from the United Way used to find it rank as fuck listening to your foot stories. Oh
This
mate,
is it.
I'm gonna have a swig of the old beer. 1 second.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant shit, mate. So, yeah, we've not managed to do a pod for the past couple of weeks. Obviously, you've been extremely
Yep.
busy. I imagine collecting parcels, sending them back. You know, people unhappy with some of their presents at
Yep.
Christmas. Miserable bastards, ungrateful sods.
Yeah.
So,
That's
anyway,
it.
the last pod we did was obviously a sort of gratitude podcast to the Stretford Paddock, a year with Paddock podcast. It was called, and
That's correct.
yeah, we're definitely honoured to have a nice comment from the legend that is David Pritt. So
Yep.
yes, mate, you know, thank you so much for
I'm happy
listening
with
to
that.
us, and yes, definitely. And we got some nice Happy New Year messages, such as Rich Sutherland wishing us a Happy New Year to him as well.
Yep.
Will Hudson, uh, he enjoyed some of the daft puns up the paddock, and
That's it.
I think the big red bus was just echoing Jay's words from that sort of video clip where he said "weird and demeaning but funny." Oh no, it was actually Joe Smith that said that, not Jay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he hit the nail on the head with that. So brilliant stuff. And we did some puns, sort of winter Christmas paddock themed puns. And
Yes.
Santa Notch, the lord of all punnage, came
Yeah.
up with some brilliant shit. So hold on.
Definitely.
Wow. Welch and a half, mate. Oh, mate, I just brought up a peanut. Here we go.
Oh,
Santa Claus is coming to Ronaldo Brown.
brilliant.
We've got Advent calendar Skaman. For Adam Patterson. Adam Pum 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 Patterson. We've got an Adam Shag pun. Here we go. I love the Adam Shag puns, mate. We've got Adam Shag Home Alone. That's a scary one, mate. Mate, I remember when we were teenagers, there was this like random village festival. We were proper underage and everything. And I happened to pull this ginger girl. And so I went into the pub and went to the bathroom and bought some Johnnies. And it turned out that
Right.
one of them had gone missing from the packet. And I'm like, Ad, what's happened to it? And you're like, oh, I just had to borrow your. Oh fuck, what was that car magazine called? With all the tits in it as well.
Um. Oh, can't remember.
It
Come
was
to
with
me.
like the tuned up.
Yeah.
Will come to you. Yeah, and you're like, oh no, I had to just go to the bathroom with that magazine and have a posh one. Fucking brilliant, mate. Oh, and then we've got a Sam Spanner pun as well. We've got Happy Sam Spahanuka.
Brilliant.
Oh, mate, the family found it funny when I had to do the old Happy Hanukkah Christmas cards this year.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't help myself. It was absolutely brilliant. Yes, mate. And then we got the final pun from old Notchster was hold on, I got it here. Paddock FC sends greetings. So I thought that was a brilliant one to sort of finish off there.
Definitely.
Oh, and also I don't know if Jay Motti will ever listen to our random shit, but happy belated birthday to Jay Motti. Actually, I do think today's his birthday, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway,
Right.
my memory
Okay.
isn't very good. So,
Yeah.
So get this right.
Yeah.
I got a random compliment. Well, it could have been a compliment from some random bloke on the old Paddock live chat, saying how big
Yeah.
my headphones looked, and I did have to sort of reply and say it's because I have an extra large cranium. Runs in
Runs
the
in the
family,
family.
mate.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me. Oh dear, oh dear. So, have you got any random funny shit that's been happening of late around your part of the world?
Well, something happened today. My daughter's got into roller skating, so we took her up to the skate rink, and I decided to
Oh, Roller
purchase some
World.
skates. That's it, yeah. So I purchased some skates. I haven't been on them in like 20 odd years. And
Yeah.
I was going around minding my own business, and obviously you have to rotate, and you go clockwise for a bit, then they go anti-clockwise, etc. Well, we were all going anti-clockwise,
That's
and
right.
there's this little kid on some blades going clockwise, and I was like,
Yeah.
I haven't been on skates for like 20 plus years. I've forgotten how to stop
Yeah.
properly. So basically, we ended up crashing, and I went to the floor like I'd been shot by a sniper, like in slow mo. and I was literally just laying, and I was just literally laying on the floor, and I ended up having to crawl across the ring to the side to pick myself up because I'd forgotten how to get up on skates.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that is
So yeah,
brilliant, mate. Oh,
that's it.
mate. Oh, fuck me. Dear, oh dear. That is, I shouldn't laugh, but that is very funny.
It
Dear, oh
is. It
dear.
is.
Oh, no,
It
I
was
do like
mightily
to do,
embarrassing.
because, oh, mate. So, is that, fuck me, is that next to Laser Quest still? Was it called Laser World or Laser Quest?
Yeah. Still in the same building. Yeah.
Okay. So it's apparently like a non-contact activity because you're just like firing out these laser stuff with these vibrating vests on. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I have. I'm going to be honest. I have never been, so I don't know exactly the ins and outs of that one.
Really? I thought we'd done it with Dave and Ricky Little and all that lot back in the day.
No,
Because
mate.
I remember, mate, once I got so fucking hurt doing it. I mean, it was so much fun, like with all this like random like rave music going on and everything. And because they had these like smoke like blast, you know, what do they fucking call them? I can't remember. These
Smoke
smoke
machines.
machines blasting out from these yeah, like coming out people's asses. I mean,
Yeah.
from the floor from these sort of grates.
Yeah.
And next thing I knew, some bastard came bombing it down a ramp. It fucking did like a flying knee into the side of my thigh, and I swear I got the
Oh,
worst dead leg ever. So I
nasty.
can sympathise with Marcus Rashford, who's apparently out with a dead leg at the minute. So I'm wishing him
Yeah.
all the best for his recovery. Oh dear, oh dear. So anyway, um, right. Obviously, a lot of the fan base are depressed as fuck, and they're all on Prozac and shit like that. So, and as you pointed out, that we do need a psychiatrist. So I don't think we'll ever get recruited to help out Armas and Rangnick, but there's
This is
nothing
it.
wrong with a few stupid puns, is there, mate? So
Exactly.
this is again inspired by the mighty duo of Joe Smith and Jay Motti. So on it was a few days back on Transfers Live, they were doing some random immature insults. So I thought, hold on a minute, this is sort of in our league. So tonight we're going to be using some immature playground themed insults to take the piss out of past and present Villa players, as we've had a double whammy this week. And because you are
Yeah.
the elder by 5 days, I shall let
Yep.
you have the rhythm stick.
Right. Okay. I'm going insensible. That's the
Yes,
for
mate.
Matty Cash. It's Matthew Cash and Carey.
Oh, mate, it's like the old joke. What do you call a prostitute with no arms or no legs?
I
Cash
don't
and
know what
carry.
he. Brilliant.
Sorry, it's fucking wrong. Oh dear. I could just hear Joe Smith saying, it's so wrong and demeaning. I can't help myself. Anyway, my first pun for Olaf Melberg, we've got Olaf Smelturd.
Nice.
Oh.
Right for
You-
I believe his surname. I believe his name is Courtney House. Is it? He's one of their youth
That's
players, I
right.
believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
mate.
So going forward, he's going to be Courtney
Well, no,
Shithouse.
he didn't. Scheißenhausen. Oh, the old translation for Rangnick. Well, I've got for Gabriel Agbonlahor. Ready?
Yep.
Gabriel hag boned a whore.
That goes along with Cash and Carry.
Oh, totally, mate.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, go on,
um,
give me the next one, mate.
right. I'm probably going to butcher this, but we've also got another youth player that played against us midweek. Is it Jaden Philogene something or other? Is it Philogene? B Day or something. So that's his name. He's B Day.
Ah, the little boy's toilet.
Yes.
Oh, mate, you better not shit in the bidet when we're sharing our hotel room in Portugal, mate, in the spring.
Yeah. The amount I poo in the B Day.
Oh, mate, talking about bidets, like the last time I got seriously battered to the point where I was just spewing for hours on end was must have been about 3 months before I got married,
Yeah.
and I was drinking this local beer, and it's really nice, right? And
Yeah.
it's about 8%.
Yeah.
It's a special Alhambra brew, okay, from
Yeah.
Granada, mate. And fuck me, I was off my tits. And then afterwards, I was drinking Jack Daniel straight. And
Nice.
I remember just somehow making it through the front door, went straight to the bathroom, and I don't know why, but I just filled the bidet with puke, and it just wouldn't go down. It was a fucking nightmare, mate. Anyway,
Brilliant.
my next pun, mate, for Billy Walker, we've got Willy Wanker.
Standard. Right. My next one for Leon Bailey is Leon. I look like
Yes.
Bruno Mars Bailey because he does.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'll have to Google the bloke.
Yep.
This next one is so daft. Ready? We've got Nigel Spink, Handgel Stink.
Right. And then I'm gonna get ready. So I'm gonna butcher this one. Former
Okay.
player, I believe. Is it Ahmed Al Mohamdi? Is it Hamadi? Even
Might be.
he's gonna be going forward. His name is Ahmed Hello Andy. There we go.
oh, oh dear. All right, we've got. Oh god, I'm trying to get. I need fucking Ventolin, mate. All right, here we go. We've got for Darius Vassell. We've got
Yep.
dry ass Vaseline.
I could do with some of that at the moment.
Oh no! What happened to the Sudocrem? Are you low on
Yeah,
stocks?
no, that's not cutting it, mate. I've got it's like a cross between a chewed orange and a smashed plum crumble at the moment.
Fuck me. Okay, I've got one last one. All right. Have you got any more?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've got
Or is that it?
one more for
Yeah.
Nigel Rio
Go for it.
Coca. He's a Nigel Diet
Yeah.
Roller Cola.
Oh dear. My last one is for Philip Coutinho. We've got Philip Cunt Tiny Ho.
So true.
Which rhymes with fingering hoe.
Yes.
Oh, the village next door to Rowhedge. There we
Yes.
go. Okay, mate. Right. Some important shit now. Okay, I've got some questions for you.
Yep.
So I don't want to be negative. Obviously, Howson has brought forward some very important arguments this week, and a lot of them do make sense. Even
Mhm.
though what's his face? Not Hendo, sorry, Big Dave between the sticks has been an amazing shot stopper. His
Yep.
distribution has been shite, and he's not
Yep.
lofting the ball forward properly. We keep losing possession. I mean,
Yep.
that's a very fair criticism. Obviously,
Agreed.
Matic is running out of steam too fast.
Yep.
Fred, unpredictable, but he's
Mhm.
providing quite a lot of assists lately, which is quite good.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
can you give us any positives, mate, from this week?
Alanga is my main
Oh,
positive.
lovely.
He was up for it. He was Um, you know, he was raring to go. Um, and to be honest with you, I know it wasn't this week, but Phil Jones as well. I have to you know I have slated him so much in the past, um,
Yeah, everyone has.
and and the more I
He's a
look at
man
it
with a
now,
million faces.
yeah, exactly. Um, the more I look at it now, I think a lot of that criticism was very harsh. And could he still do a job for us? Maybe. Is he going to get the opportunity? Probably not. But from his performance the other day, um, I take my hat off to him. He was raring to go. He was positive. You could tell by his body language compared to the rest, he was raring to go when he. But yeah,
Yeah, you look
you
refreshed.
know,
He's a strong bloke as well. So I
yeah,
mean, he's definitely got an error in him. But I mean, believe it or not, when we signed Varane,
yeah,
even over here in Spain, he's had a reputation for having an error in him because
yeah,
he at the start of the previous season, he did make a couple of mistakes that were highly criticised in the media and everything. But
yeah,
one major difference is that the Premier League is much more competitive and much faster. And also, he had Ramos playing next to him as well
yes,
in previous seasons, which was sort of covering his back.
yeah,
So, I mean, I would like the Iceman. I know he gets his critics and stuff, which are warranted, but
yeah,
I think going forward, the Iceman's very good, and we've seen some beautiful assists from him over the past couple of years. Straight over
yeah,
over the back line and straight to Rashford. First, uh, amazing first touch, and then bang back in the net.
yeah.
But any more positives, mate?
Um, to be honest, I was quite impressed with Tellez going forward yesterday. That was quite nice to see. There's something a little bit different to obviously Luke Shaw's game, but we've had this conversation in the past that obviously
Yeah,
Tellez is the more attacking out of the two. But then the flip side of that coin is Shaw was the
yeah,
better defender. Um, but I don't know
and he's
what
got a
one will
nicer
work.
ass. Sorry.
I don't know what one will work better in Ragnick's system, if I'm honest. Obviously, the press you need to attack, so having an attacking fullback works. But then if you're having to um, defend, um, you do open yourself up. But that's when the the long argument of we need a defensive midfielder to be able to cover that. So the wing back
Yeah.
can go up, and then the centre back can move across, and then the DM can drop back. But unfortunately, we haven't got that option at the moment.
No, and but one thing I did say in my Paddock Matchday prediction video is sort of highlighting how Joe Smith had been giving Scott McSauce some praise, of late, which
Yeah,
in a way is warranted. I do like the lad very much. I have said that he's my favourite player for the club. He's not the most flamboyant, but he puts in a shift, and I do think he was
yeah,
missed in the end because he's a proper athlete and he's broken
yeah,
records, um, showing his stamina and everything in a sort of restricted amount of time. And I think we missed
yeah,
his physicality. And I know that one of his biggest criticisms is that when the back four have the ball, he sort of shies away from it a little bit and kind of sticks to the opposing strikers. Now, I don't know
yeah,
if these are instructions that the coaches give him. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose so that so that the opposing strikers don't press on our defense. I don't know what you think about that because it's a bit mind-boggling why he does it.
yeah.
Any ideas?
I, it's a difficult one to answer because you know how long's Ragnick been at the club now? 6 weeks, 7 weeks? Um,
About 40 days, which was something like that. Yeah,
yeah, right. Okay, so it could well be an instruction to McTominay, um, but I
yeah,
still think the problem that we have as a team is I don't think the players are understanding the instruction. So I don't know if that is an
yeah.
instruction or if it's just the fact that he's just automatically doing that without being told and then opening himself up for criticism. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, um, Joe Smith did highlight a lot of his other positive traits. Compared to the rest of the elite leagues in Europe,
Yeah,
how he's sort of excelling in many areas, which is good.
yeah,
And he's a battler, but I thought that his presence was missed, especially after the 60th minute, because Matic just sort of ran out of steam. But
yeah.
moving on now, I've got some more questions for you.
Okay.
Um, do you think that Rashford's form has been affected by his popcorn hairstyle?
It could well be. He could be getting melted butter in the eyes.
Or a
Um,
farted a towel that's been farted on like you?
this is it. Yeah, I think I, I like to think it's just a dip in form, but something's not quite right. Even Roy Keane pointed out the other day. He was like, "Something's not right," and even
Okay.
he can't put his finger on. So
No. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. But I think having a bad hair day can sort of affect morale.
yeah,
So I honestly think that this bleach sort of look doesn't do him good. So I would sort of either shave it off, do a Tony Marshall, or just trim it down a little bit more. And
yeah,
I think that Pogba as well, when he got the weird sherbet dip hairdo, that sort of fucked up his form a little bit as well.
yeah.
So I do think that hair has a big thing to play there. But
True.
another thing, right? I would like your opinion on this. Do
Yes.
you think that Rashford's form has been affected due to his excessive, what's the word? He's been too empathetic towards Tony Marshall not being selected. As a couple of seasons ago, they were like beating York and Cole's records. There was so much bromance going on between them, and Rashford's
Yeah.
sort of missing the presence of Tony next to him.
Um, maybe. I think I could be well wrong here, but I think I don't know if you've been able to read it in some of the press outlets, but Cristiano had a interview this week, was it? And basically,
Yeah, that's right with Sky.
he yeah he came out and said the younger players are not listening to the elders, so to speak. Um, so
Yeah, that's right.
and it's frustrating because like Rashford and Greenwood are not passing the ball when they have the opportunity. They're trying to go for gold and glory themselves. And I think going back to your initial question,
Hmm.
um, it potentially might be the fact that obviously Marshall's being dropped, but I think it could also be the fact that his nose has been knocked out of joint by the return of Cristiano. Um,
Yes,
uh, and
and
he shouldn't be. If it is, he shouldn't be looking at it like that because if I was Rashford, I'd be like, oh my god, I've got potentially the greatest player of all time in front of me and with me every day at
yeah,
training. I need to soak up all his knowledge, and I don't think that's happening at the moment. And I think
yeah.
that's what Cristiano was trying to point out the other day.
Oh, of course, but
That
things
they're
are
not listening.
extremely tribal amongst the fans and amongst the players. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of it's like the clash of clans at the minute. But another thing, right, is Rangnick said that Tony refused to get on the bus. Yet
yeah,
Tony's come out today saying that he completely disagrees with that, and he'd and he'd never sort of shy
Yeah,
away from the opportunity of playing for us. So
yeah,
the direct question now is, who do you believe, Tony or Ralph?
Ralph, 100%. Um, I I think um, you know I've been very critical of Tony over the last few years,
Yes, mate.
um, and I still stand by that criticism. He very well nearly made me
Yeah,
believe that he was a number nine. After that season, he bagged like stupid amount of goals, but then he come right
yeah.
off the boil last season, and this season has been even worse.
Well, I mean, yeah,
So
he did
I
unfortunately
think
get injured, didn't he, at the start of
yeah,
last
yeah,
season?
yeah.
He
So
was out
there
for about
was
4 months.
yeah there was that, but it's just his whole attitude to the situation or the way he portrays himself on the pitch. He might not necessarily have a bad attitude, but the
Yeah,
way he comes across makes it he
yeah.
stinks the place out of bad attitude. So in this respect, I would say that Ralph is what would Ralph have to gain by saying he didn't want to by lying that if it was the fact that they were trying to get I know they're trying to sell him anyway, but if there was actually somebody that was actually putting a bid in for him, and this come out, they could go, well, I want to
Hmm.
knock £5 million off of the transfer because there seems to be something not quite right. But as far as I'm aware,
Yeah, of
the
course.
only people is it oh, what Spanish team is it who want him?
Seville, mate.
That's it. Um, but as far as I'm aware, they haven't even put a bid in for him yet. So there's nothing that Ralph would gain out of lying. I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I understand where you're coming from, and it's a very, very difficult situation. I mean, I could completely get what you're saying and everything, but I like Tony, and I really enjoyed the sort of Triple M connection before. We had the
Mm.
Mason, we had the Marshall, and the Marcus connection. There was a lot of good understanding between them, and because goals were like coming left, right, and centre, they didn't have
Yeah,
that pressure. Also, the sort of external media scrutiny, and also just the general scrutiny from the fans of going on a goal drought, which is sort of affecting their confidence because the players are desperate. You can see how they're becoming rash, more and more rash. With
yeah,
their decision making, which is a concern. But
yeah.
comes part and parcel of being a striker or a forward. If you're not getting the
Exactly.
goals, then you're going to sort of be heavily criticised, which is something
But then
that
you also
we
have
have to
to ask yourself
accept.
the question: are they getting the service as well? That is my next concern. Are they getting the service to be able to convert them into goals? Because
Yeah,
I don't think they are. Um,
I think that there has been. I think there has been service now, especially in the previous match, and we saw that Mason could have squared the ball on
yeah,
more than one occasion to Marcus, and
yeah,
he didn't. He sort of went for glory, and
yeah,
also Marcus got highly criticised when he didn't chase down the goalkeeper
yeah,
through a lack of frustration,
yeah.
maybe, or he just literally thought that he's not going to get anywhere
Get
near the
there.
ball
Yeah,
because the keeper was going to pounce on it anyway, which
but
was difficult. Now I've got one last question for you, mate.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
because we've nearly hit the 35-minute mark. Um,
Yep.
we're in January the 16th. Do you think that we're going to be able to make the Europa Conference this season?
I think right, I'm going to go out and say this now. We're going to make the Champions League next season solely because we're going to win it this season. We're such an underdog that
Yes.
uh, I think that we've got there's more likelihood for us to become the shock contender and win it this season, even though
Mhm.
our form is absolutely shocking. It's going to be one of those like Leicester City situations where they've just come out of nowhere and win the Premier League. Do you see what I mean?
Totally. No, I mean,
So
I did predict back in September that we were going to win the quadruple this season.
Yeah, that's well out the
I
window.
suppose
But
we're still, but we could win the FA Cup. Maybe we could
we
win the
could.
Champions League, as you say. Then we could win the
Yep.
Charity Shield, and then we could win the European Super Cup. Well, I mean, the two other trophies in theory are after the end of the season, but still, there is a
Yeah.
quadruple left to play for. So why not? Fuck it. All
Yeah.
right, mate.
So I
Let's
think
wrap things up.
yeah. So
We'll end on a high. Closing words, mate.
yeah. Yeah. I think there were definitely some positives in yesterday's game, but unfortunately the bad outweighed the good. However, I'm going in on a positive note and say that we will get out of this funk and it will fall into place. And that's really
Sweet.
over and out from me on that.
Solid, mate. Okay. And over and out from me, and I'll be speaking to you later, you chronic masturbator. The one who steals the Johnnies. Max Power, that's the name of the magazine. Max Power.
Yeah, that's
Fucking posh wank.
it.
Oh dear, oh dear.